The driver's seat is presented by Ray Reese Volkswagen and Portland's Hyundai, Portland's #1 VW dealer, and Portland's newest Hyundai dealer. Now let's climb into the driver's seat on Miles Around Television.
In our driver's seat is the 2008 Honda Accord. This vehicle is all new this year. It was first seen in the 2007 Tokyo Auto Show. Been around since 1976, and the Honda Accord, was the first car to be produced on American soil from Japan. It's now bigger, wider, and longer, and that means the car has been bumped up to the full-size classification.
The full-size car market is one of the most competitive markets in the industry. The Honda Accord and the Toyota Camry have a new competitor, the Chevrolet Malibu, and they're all biting for your attention. Now, the Accord has the long-standing benchmark of durability, longevity, and build quality, and Honda set out to make sure you don't forget that. We're going to take a look inside, but first, let's take a look under the hood.
In the 7th generation of the Accord, Honda withdrew its hybrid version. The hybrid version was a performance version of the Accord, and this time around there's going to be no hybrid. Well, the car's really about performance. This car performs well on the road, the Accord performs well when you go on the freeway, and it performs well when you corner at speed. In fact, this car is all about performance. And leading with performance, Honda are now going to develop a diesel engine in this vehicle. It comes around next year, and that makes this car significant. It means this car is more about performance than economy. It's more about how it handles on the road than it is about how you feel on the inside. And that makes those of us that love to drive love this car even more.
Now that we have the hood open of the 2008 Honda Accord EX V6, you see that 3.5-liter power plant, 268 horsepower and 248 foot-pounds of torque, driving through a 5-speed automatic transmission. 4-wheel independent suspension and 4-wheel disc brake standard make the car handle and stop, well, like a Honda Accord. Very predictable and very nice to be on the road. The thing that's different this year is, along with it being a low-emissions vehicle, they've added a VCM, Veritable Cylinder Management System, to make the car shut off cylinders when they're not needed, say when you're on a highway cruise. Honda's always striving to do things better, and this year they've done just that. When it comes to styling, I might be a little bit of a cynic when it comes to the Honda Accord. Now, we talked about performance and how Honda's given their performance buyers what they want. For styling, on the other hand, I don't think they're going to give the owners what they're looking for if they want great looks. It is a vanilla package. It doesn't have a lot of style for me that makes me really want to stand out and say, this is a car I want to own. The mechanics are there, sure. The interior's there, we'll get to that in a second. But for me, when you look at the new lines, it just looks blah. That could be opinion. It might be yours. It might not be.
This is why this is a review show, because we talk about our opinions and how we feel about different cars. Well, Dennis, although you're my best friend, I could not disagree with you more. This is the best looking Honda Accord they've ever made. It's styled like it comes from some European styling agency. It looks full, it looks luxurious, and I can tell you, every single aspect of it makes me think I should be paying a lot more than I would be for this vehicle. I think what they've done with it, in the rolls in the doors, in the headlights, in the grille, in fact the tail end, this whole package could not be better styled. I think if you own this, it's a real attribute to your garage.
Moving to the interior of the 2008 Honda Accord, my opinion switches from not really liking it to being in love with it. The interior of the new Accord is absolutely stupendous. Great material choices, great build quality is a given, but the way that everything flows together and is easy to reach for the driver. You have to look at great navigation systems and inherent HVAC and stereo control systems that everything falls easily at hand. And the comfort. The driving position is absolutely perfect. Plenty of headroom, plenty of shoulder and hip room as well, and that translates into the back seat as well. This car is now a full-size market car built for full-size Americans.
Riding as a passenger in this vehicle, there's also some luxuries that you'd come to expect from a high-end luxury car. You have your dual HVAC controls, so the passenger can get the temperature they want. They also have heating controls in the seats. You can get satellite radio, and of course all the things you'd expect. Plenty of storage space, and overall a comfortable ride. we've looked all around the 2008 Honda Accord. Dennis, give me your 2 ups and 1 down.
My first up for this vehicle is going to be the build quality. Honda, as a brand, has been known for many years of how well they put together a vehicle at the factory. Whether you're closing the door, the trunk, or messing with the steering wheel or the radio controls, this entire car feels as if it's been cut out of a single piece of granite, and that's always going to be an upside to any vehicle. The other up is going to be the interior comfort. I drove the vehicle for a week, did a lot of miles to and from cities that were 50, 60 miles away, and I never felt fatigued. That's another big up when you're talking about a vehicle that's mass produced for several different shapes and sizes of humans. My down is going to be the exterior styling. Now, I know that I got run through the mud by Nick earlier about how I didn't like it and he loved it, but that's eye of the beholder stuff. For me, not the best looking Accord ever, probably the ugliest.
My 2 ups to this vehicle are very simple. We've made them quite clear throughout the show. I think, as the opposite to Dennis, that the exterior styling of this car is top notch. I think it looks like it came from a top end styling studio. It looks very aggressive at the front end. In fact, when you stand and look at the front of the car, it almost looks like a leaping superhero to me. It has a very fine luxury car look. Now, my other up for this vehicle has got to be the interior. It also looks like a fine-end luxury car. When you're going to pay almost $29,000 for this vehicle, I think that's great price for the money. In what you get, very distinctive exterior styling, very luxurious interior styling. My down for this vehicle is something that's, again, kind of Nickish, and that is the Bluetooth voice-activated system. Now, when I complain about this, in a lot of cars, when you hook your Bluetooth to the car, you can actually dial the phone with your phone book because it comes up on the control panel. With this, the only way to dial the number is in an American accent. It's quite funny watching me trying to dial a number by hitting the voice-activated button inside and saying the number. The car doesn't recognize my voice very well, and I have to modify how I say things. Now, it seems to be that it's only Honda and Acura that have that problem, tuning to my particular voice. It's a very small down, but overall, I think Honda have a major winner on their hands.
Flying superhero? Well, that's our review of the 2008 Honda Accord EX V6. The 2008 Honda Accord EX V6 comes standard with a 3.5-liter, 268-horsepower V6 engine backed by a 5-speed automatic transmission. The standard vehicle price is $28,060 with an as-tested price of $28,969. City mile per gallon EPA rating is 19. Highway mile per gallon EPA rating is 29.
Is brought to you by Ray Reese Volkswagen, family owned and specializing in Volkswagens for over 15 years, and proudly presenting the all-new Portland Hyundai. Check them out at rayreese.com. Miles Around Television is broadcasting each week from Gresham Toyota Studios. Walk in, grab your just looking badge and relax. Then check out hundreds of new, used, and certified Toyotas worry-free. Gresham Toyota, where just looking is no problem.